Red Dead Redemption 2 is undoubtedly one of the best games from Rockstar, and possibly one of the most outstanding games of the past decade. It impresses with its attention to detail, open-world design, graphics, and well-written characters and engaging storyline. However, in this video, I won't be praising this great game. My goal is to point out the main flaw or problem with Red Dead Redemption 2. Many players, enchanted by this game, have forgotten what it represents for the Red Dead universe. The events of Red Dead Redemption 2 take place from 1899 to 1907 and serve as a prequel to the first part, released in 2010. Therefore, the main task of Red Dead Redemption 2 as a prequel is to lead the gang to the events shown in Red Dead Redemption 1. And it is precisely with this task that Red Dead Redemption 2 performs ambiguously. To better understand this issue, I will conduct an analysis based on the events of the first part, as it was released earlier and will be more productive. Throughout the first game, players encounter three main villains: Bill Williamson, Dutch, and Javier Escuela. If I have no complaints about Dutch, he is really good. But Bill and Javier are a different story. How does the game present them?
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
What did I personally understand from the spoken words? Firstly, from this phrase, it follows that Bill wanted to become the leader of the gang, but Dutch and John were preventing him from doing so. Otherwise, he wouldn't have emphasized them so much. He also notes that John and Dutch thought Bill was too stupid. This brief dialogue allows us to conclude that earlier in the gang, there were three most active members: John, Bill, and Dutch. Dutch was the leader, as we will learn later. John and Bill were possibly his closest associates. And what do we see in Red Dead Redemption 2? Dutch's closest associates are Hosea and Arthur Morgan. The only thing we have is Bill's phrase about wanting to create his own gang. The other members of the gang didn't think he was completely stupid. Yes, they might have joked about him, but they did it without malice. Bill is one of the strongest members of the gang, and he had a certain level of respect. I consider Javier to be a filler and unnecessary villain in the first part. He has criminally little screen time. He appears only in one story mission and then either dies at the player's hand or off-screen. However, let's listen to the only dialogue he has in the game.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you. I heard you was coming. You took your time, no? Come on, you're not gonna shoot your own brother, are you? We was family.
Yeah, we were. Then you and Dutch went crazy and family didn't mean so much.
So now you do the government's work.
And what do? You just work for a different government.
Come on, brother. I think we should go our separate ways, huh?
What you and Dutch did was wrong. And the way you left me was wrong. Now, I ain't the judge, but as it turns out, it's you or me. The way I see it, might as well be you.
We thought you was dead, brother. I promise. I'm telling the truth. Besides, I can give you Bill. In Dutch. Dutch is in Colombia. I can take you straight to him.
You left me to die? Whoa. To save your own skin, and now you expect me to care about you?
You got it all wrong, brother. I've always loved you. Even now.
From this dialogue, we can understand that the relationship between Javier and John is very tense, and he is also to blame for the gang abandoning John during the robbery. However, in Red Dead Redemption 2, we see the opposite situation. The relationship between these two is not so tense. And generally, Javier from the first part is very different from Javier in the second, as if they are two different characters. Starting from appearance and ending with character traits. Javier saw that John survived the robbery, but in first part he says like he did not see him after John was shot. Now let's move on to the villains of Red Dead Redemption 2. The game gives us many villains: Levitt Cornwall, Colm O'Driscoll, Pinkertons. But the main antagonist presented by the game is Micah Bell. He is an interesting, well-written character who evokes dislike at the beginning and hatred at the end. Levitt and Colm are also filler villains. Cornwall is a typical capitalist who solves everything with money and tries to use his connections against us. Colm is more interesting. His story with Dutch is intriguing, but unfortunately, it is not fully explored. But in principle, they do a good job of filling the runtime. Now let's talk about the problem with the plot. What do we see in the finale of Red Dead Redemption 2? The gang splits. John and Arthur are considered traitors. John escapes, Micah kills Arthur, or he dies on his own. Then John kills Micah, Dutch leaves, and the plot ends. In general, this is a beautiful ending to a beautiful story. The plot shows us the end of Dutch van der Linde's gang. But it poorly prepares us for the events of the first part. Why do Bill and Javier hate John so much and blame him? Here's how I see the plot of Red Dead Redemption 2, which perfectly aligns with the events shown earlier in Red Dead Redemption 1. In general, the plot can remain unchanged, with only some adjustments. Firstly, change the structure of the gang, making Bill and John the main members after Dutch. Secondly, Bill and Javier need to be presented in a negative light. For example, it could be shown that the discord in the gang was sown by Bill, who wanted to become the leader. Micah Bell and his two friends joined him. Arthur's death can remain unchanged, but the finale needs some correction. In the epilogue, John finds out where the gang's camp is, breaks through the hordes of enemies. He reaches the hideout. There, he meets Dutch and Micah. Micah says that he killed Arthur on Bill's orders. Dutch shoots Micah, John finishes him off. Then he asks Dutch where Bill is. Dutch replies that Bill has fled. John, disheartened that he couldn't avenge his friend, lets Dutch go and takes the money. Such an ending leaves a stronger aftertaste and gives the player hatred for Bill and Dutch. And then the player will eagerly play the first part to kill Bill. In conclusion, I don't consider myself a better screenwriter than Rockstar. I simply expressed my personal opinion, and if your opinion differs from mine, that's perfectly normal. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please give it a liking and subscribe to my new channel. This is my first video, do not please judge me cruelly. I am planning to better myself in content making and my English. Thank you all. Goodbye.